Alright, the map should have loaded for everyone now. Isaac has been surprisingly elected part leader. Um,
Dumbasses.
yeah, pretty much right. Do you want to start in White Moon Cove, Isaac? Do you want to start in Ruined Oak? Or do you want to start in one of the taverns?
Well, seems to me, based on current information, starting in White Moon Cove would be preferable, so we can go smash that red tower and then make our way to the west. Try to figure out where they're all sending this blackened Ichor
It's
to
fine
look
with
for.
me. Alright. Well, since you're the party leader and you've been role playing a little bit in the tavern already, you can command or coalesce the group together in character while I roll up the weather for today, and we'll see where and how we're going to proceed from there.
Waking up bright-eyed and less than bushy-tailed, Isaac will look around the assembled people within the tavern. I have done as much as I could with my magical means. Melody's exact location and the method for her defeat remain as of yet unknown. I believe our best bet to be is to travel west to the tower out there. It appears to be, for the moment, still unguarded after its original guardians were defeated. Ideally, once there, we can destroy the tower, weakening her somewhat, and then continue our travel west. It appears the Ichor is being shot somewhere out there in the middle of the Yisha Plains, perhaps all the way to the Silent Forest. We will do our best to travel as far as we can, as fast as we can. And, if we can find out where she is, put an end to her once and for all. If I may make a recommendation, beware of the poison and beware of the necroticness of them. There is possible bubbles around these towers. They are extremely powerful magic users. Be very careful when you are around. I wish us all the best of luck. As it gathers everyone around to start the morning off, he will do his little kumbaya session to provide everyone with water breathing, and then he will link up as many people as he can. It can't be everybody, but he links up certain people with a telepathic bond as they prepare to move to the west, him astride his phantasmal steed.
Did you need a new survivor roll? Have you got the old one?
Yeah, a new one would be preferred. Anyone saying anything to Isaac, or you're all just staring blankly at this?
Sounds like a good plan.
Hey Isaac, I still have that mysterious orb of Ichor that we got from Fake Law, and I've got it in the box. It's covered in tar. Think I should bring it?
If you have anything related to the rot, anything to enhance powers based upon it, I suggest you bring it now. This may be your last opportunity to use it for one reason or another. I know several of you have come to me with regards to keystones and various pieces of the rot that you have, providing various powers. I highly recommend you bring them.
Okay.
All right. The weather today is lovely overcast. There's a plentiful array of clouds above, preventing any sunlight from shining through. There is enough there that won't have any visual negative effects. There's a light breeze coming from the ocean, quite soothing and calm. But the temperature is at 21 degrees Fahrenheit, about -7 degrees Celsius. Aside from the cold, it seems to be a good winter day out. You may proceed as you wish.
Sorry, was there a place to automatically get the rot level 3 effect?
Yeah, in the rot channel. It's just written there.
I don't see it.
You scroll all the way up.
Ah. All right, thank you. Well, out we head to the west as we move 2 hexes west.
Wouldn't you be at rank 2?
No, because he's ranked 3+1. -1 from the parry up. Wouldn't that be 3?
No.
Yeah, this is for I'm
3 now.
helping Peppington out.
Oh, okay. I was
Oh, okay.
confused because his minus is 3 now, and he's at rank 5 normally. That's why I got confused. That makes sense, though.
As you head out on this wonderful day together, some of you riding a fake horse that keeps getting resummoned every 50 or so minutes, and another riding a dog, while everybody just seems to trot along on their reliable feet. It seems relatively uneventful. A gloomy day, but nothing seems to be upholding your travels, and you may proceed onwards.
Oh, going on a horse with no name, except it does have a name. His name's Tigger. So I'm not 100% sure how it works going off-road, but we either get there in one movement or two. And we will stop like 500 feet short. Basically, as soon as we can get eyes on the tower, we will stop and try to get a good observation of it. We're not just going to stroll up to the thing willy-nilly.
But I expect so much difference from you, Isaac, just to roll up there and accept it with open arms. As you go off the road and you spend some time walking towards the area where you know the red marker is, you see the bubble in the distance that seems to be intact, with the marker presumably residing inside. It's a good 500. You're a good 500 feet away from the bubble. And it seems to be in a relatively similar shape. The droning sound that you're quite familiar with doesn't seem to be quite there. It feels and sounds very different, out of sync.
I will look around at the assembled group, telling them to, of course, get out of sight, get down, as I will approach Artix and say, good friend, reliable friend,
Yeah.
would you terribly mind sending in Daimo and have him smack the tower a little bit to see if it is safe for us to go forth and shatter the thing before we expend too many resources upon it?
I terribly would, mostly because it might be easier to just summon Ellie. Considering Ellie can then destroy the tower.
Yes, figured that as well. I didn't know if you'd be willing to perhaps save the slot, but you make a fair point. As Isaac will sit down, again advising everyone to stay undercover and out of sight. As he'll take a bit of dirt and start making a little clay dirt person. And then, after about a minute, Ellie pops up. Ah!
Quite the pop-up of Ellie.
While you do that, I will address the party real quick. If that's okay.
Sure.
You're gonna what now?
A disease is plaguing Sleeper Island. The disease of rot. All the powers of White Moon Cove have entered into a holy alliance to cure this disease. The Adventurer Family Guild, the Katashka Expeditionary Force, and independent adventurers. Where is the party of adventurers that has not been affected with foul smells and insanity by the Black Ichor? Where are the adventurers that have not wandered out to Buzzing Towers against the more advanced opposition and sick creatures, as well as against its wall of force? Two things result from this fact. The rot is already acknowledged by all inhabitants to be a deadly disease. It is high time that we should openly, in the face of the whole world, search for Melody her aims, her lair, and meet the sickening of the rod with the full force of White Moon Cove.
Yeah!
Oh, I
Isaac
can't
nods
add
solemnly.
the effect because my fantasy ground crashed.
Very, very nicely done in the preparation for that speech. You can have some DM inspiration.
Jab would clap if I could,
How-
make the
How,
sound.
how much temp HP will it be?
13.
All
Yeah,
right,
you
Isaac.
have to add that manually. I'm gonna restart fantasy.
As Isaac is summoning his trusty demolition expert, what is the rest of the party doing aside from listening to the great speech of Elril?
Hiding very, very poorly. Actually, no.
Is stroking Haru's cloak.
Sticks, I'm trying to be sneaky. Fuck off.
I've missed you so much.
Now is not the time.
You're so wonderful.
Jab's gonna be trailing on the sticks also.
Are we going in? What's the plan, Isaac?
At the moment, I believe us to be the guardians of this place to have been defeated. It may be that we can send Ellie in, have her break the tower, and that will signal us where to travel from here. I do not wish to risk us just yet. I recommend you take whatever protections you can in case there are in fact enemies inside, and then combat shall, well, we'll have to do what we do best. As he takes a small swig of his a small vial that appears to provide him some resistances against poison. That he has 5 of currently. Well, 4 now.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna touch myself and Haru and give us death.
Way, I was chosen for something.
Vinton will hide and cast Goodberry and Hoten in his paw and look around to see if other people want.
I'll take one. Thank you.
Baxter will gladly take one from you. Baxter will also ask if anyone wants any. I have 3 healing potions on me. Does anyone want one extra? Does anyone want one just in case?
I have more than enough on me.
I have 3 as well.
Okay. Well, your pad has belt. They're there just in case, guys.
Squeak has a potion inside his bag as well, if it comes to it.
Wait, Squeak has a bag?
Fuck yeah, he has a bag.
It's a decked out bag of holding just for him.
It's
What?
It's a subtle bag. The Sticks is full of it.
He has a whole turret mounted on him, full of magic items.
Why are you bringing Haru along again? Is it just to get? Squeak?
Just so he can steal our magic items at the end.
Okay.
You need to stop being mean to Haru. He may be a pointy skin.
Listen, Jack. Right, I can do what I want. He's my squire. He's my young boy.
We would be significantly further away.
You know,
but my map is not as large, so you're gonna have to do.
Yep.
Or also distorts the map.
it's Sticks. You're a kinskin. You should understand it. Everybody deserves to be treated well.
Well, that's scientifically false.
I said deserve, not to actually be treated. That's a fair point.
Agreed.
We'll just agree to disagree.
There's your 500 feet line. So, out of the shadows, a rogue appears, as he'll be joining you as well. As Isaac has finished summoning his demolition girl.
Let's go, Ellie. Let's go.
Nim will tell everybody, oh, sorry. I was packing my food and what?
Send Ellie out. Let's see if anything happens.
I suggest you all keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes to the sky. Prepare to, if possible, dodge out of the way of anything incoming from above. Or at the very least, if you have a manner of hiding yourself completely, I highly recommend you use it now.
I'll go behind Daimyo.
I would cast Pass Without a Trace, but might have to crash. So just count as if that's cast.
So, Ellie is on the combat tracker and on the map. You may control her as you see fit. Remember, you need to give her verbal orders, or you need to cast your spells.
I tell her to go underneath the ground, about 15 or 20 feet. Use your great senses once you arrive at the tower to come up and beat the shit out of it.
Alright, wiggle the token along. You can move your token, Isaac.
As Pevin see Ellie goes off, he'll cast Rope Check with a 10-foot.
Alright, actually, I have to go get dinner, so we'll be back in about an hour. God damn it.
That's a bit long. Alright, Ali is digging under the ground. Nobody sees him. Just standing there. As Ali digs under the ground, eventually you will see this soap-like bubble of ichor that is surrounding the marker. It suddenly changes as massive ripples seem to come from underneath the earth and ripple along the entire surface. And it seems as if something is connecting with it.
Dodge action.
Can I keep moving, Ellie, or does stuff happen?
Ellie can't go inside.
What? Shenanigans, I say, sir.
Well, let's just go on in. Might as well get this over with.
I will look to those among us and say, if you are here and do not feel if you could take a giant rock from the sky falling onto your face, I suggest you go there, as I point to Peppington's rope leading up into a seeming nothingness. If you can go up in there, and if things go badly, you can start running towards us. There's not much else I can do to help protect you. If you wish to come with me, I'm going to go try to dispel the bubble to let Ellie do what she does. But if not, I wish you all the best of luck. As Isaac will stand up and start walking towards the bubble.
Off we go then.
Isaac will go until he gets to within 120 feet of the edge of the bubble.
Alrighty. A rope trick token is placed. After you go inside, you can go into the 10-foot box to hide.
Can the late rogue get some tokens and stuff?
You ask for a lot and you drive a hard bargain, but here you go.
Oh, he's just a rogue.
Isaac, if you can't dispel for some reason, some of us can go inside and I can polymorph them into a Spino. And I can bash the thing to the ground.
Polymorph you into a what now?
A young Spino.
It is possible. My concentration is currently on Ellie.
Well, no, I'm able to do it.
Ah, yes, that would be fantastic then. But I caution anyone who wishes to come with me. We're very likely to face a tremendous arcane assault.
Which I guess is another way of saying stick near to me because of my aura of protection.
Yep. As Isaac, you can't help but notice, is very close to Arctics at all times.
And there it goes.
Alright, Isaac, do your stuff.
I look at the remaining ones that have yet to apparently make a decision. Haru, Sylvan, Jab, Squeak. I wish them the best of luck if they wish to maintain themselves outside the rope trick, and we start moving forward till we get to about 120 feet away from the bubble.
70 feet, you said?
120 feet away from the bubble.
Alright, 120 feet you want.
Don't come at me like that.
As you spend some time walking closer and closer, you see continuous ripples, as if ripples on water, rippling along the ichor bubble surrounding the marker. As you come within 120 feet of the red mark.
I suppose let's get the party started. Does anyone have an ability to help perhaps enhance my dispelling magic?
Nah, Phil's not here.
Nim gives you a thumbs up.
Emotional support.
Good luck, Isaac.
My party's awesome. I love them so much.
And then prepares a dodge action.
Just really love them just so much. As Isaac concentrates on the outer edge of the bubble, recalling seeing the magics that were used to rip it from the world in a previous adventure, as he tries to dispel the bubble.
All right, go ahead and roll for your dispelly spell. So you cast your dispel magic. You shoot out a streak of energy towards the magical bubble. As you see massive ripples form at the point of impact, as you see your magic affecting the bubble greatly. The ripples that come from under the ground in combination with the ripples from your dispel magic seem to collide and create new ripples of their own. The bubble is still intact.
What's wrong, Isaac? Nim asks.
Performance issues.
Or
Don't worry, Isaac. It happens to all of us sometimes.
Or the effect had an effect, it's just not a fully visible effect. Maybe have Ellie try to go through the barrier again.
I mean, she's constantly trying to go through the barrier at this point, I presume. And before when I saw it happen, the bubble had the visual effect of actually popping or dropping, correct?
When you were scrying and spying on Phil, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, you saw it become more jello-like, as if a piece of jello that was about to lose consistency, and it popped.
Oh, it's as before again. Perhaps I will kind of look as the ripples emanating from the ground, the ripples emanating from where I blasted it, and taking aim with another dispel, I'll focus on sort of where the ripples are sort of landing into one another. That sort of apex, like two waves kind of coming crashing into each other. And right as they're about to smack into another, I will shoot out another dispel at it. See if I can fully disrupt this.
Roll your dice.
Thumbs up again.
Lucky.
Slightly better. You use your dispel magic powers as you shoot another beam of dispel magic out. There's no definition what dispel magic actually looks like, but we're going with a beam for today. As you try to aim for a weak spot, you see that the bubble surrounding the marker begins to almost shake violently. And it almost looks like there's a wrench in the machine sound that is droning on in the background. And as you use your spell, you see that your ripples from this dispel magic, the previous dispel magic, and Eddie, presumably still trying to keep going in, are greatly reducing the consistency of this bubble. It seems almost or very close to what you've seen before.
I sigh in third level spell slots, and for one, hopefully, final Arcanic Assault.
Final thumbs up.
As you cast Dispel Magic again for the third time, your Dispel Magic beam shoots into the bubble, and just as it's beginning to expand and retract a bit, as it becomes a bit smaller and a bit bigger, and it begins to shake more violently, the bubble seems to give a very satisfying pop.
Well done. Is this where the meteors arrive? Nim asks.
See, Sticks, he fixed it.
Kindly await Ellie to go do what Ellie does.
I'll stick out a hand out with a thumbs up out of the bubble outside of the door, dimension door, and
out of idle curiosity, Isaac will also take a little bit of dusting and kind of spread it across his eyes and his eyebrow as he casts See Invisibility.
Him noticing this goes invisible.
I go over and give him a little wink.
Also uses Pearl of Power to get the spell slow.
Ali seems to come up from the ground as he or she came through the area and begins smacking the marker from the side.
Beat that ass! Beat that ass!
Oh, sorry, that was wrong roll. Rolling stealth.
I was about to say, are you stealing something from Isaac?
Ellie just starts hopefully smashing away, using her wonderful siege ability. As we're standing there, I will kind of look up, peering out, taking out a spyglass from my bag of holding, and try to see if I spot Budakor's body or some parts of his body still at the top of the tower.
You're looking up?
Yeah.
Relax, background music. Go. As you're looking up with your spyglass and looking towards the top of the tower and toward the top of and towards the sky itself, you see a extremely bright red, presumably light, pierce through the clouds above, as it seems to almost beam towards your direction.
So,
as you do, you see that parts of the clouds have given way, and you see part of the sun.
Wait, what?
You see a bit of sunlight.
We're getting a
It's so
tan here,
fucking red light coming at us.
And
okay, but I don't see Woodward's body
on the
still
top,
pierced.
on the top of the tower, suspended in between with a couple of spikes, you see a rotten, fleshy, half ripped apart corpse of a humanoid. It seems mostly picked apart by crows or other various creatures.
Well, that's what you get for capturing White Moon Covians.
Ellie seems to be chugging away at the marker as a part of the marker are being ripped apart, smashed to pieces from the side as she's doing her thing. She seems to be slowly making progress.
And I'm confident enough in Ellie's siege ability to take this thing down. So I caution everyone to stay on your toes. Keep looking about.
what direction is the beam from the tower going again?
Going west. The Icar beam, if I remember right, when I was scrying.
Mm-hmm. And as you're talking a bit, you see that a bit of the Icar bubble, its contents have dripped on the ground. They begin to coalesce into the marker itself. It seems to almost be absorbed.
Hey, anyone want to be crazy enough to eat an orb of Icar that allows you to control Icar if you can control the orb when you eat it?
That sounds absolutely disgusting.
I'm not that desperate yet.
I'd rather eat Aunt Karma's goulash. To be honest with you.
Is there any side effects if it goes wrong?
Isaac's magic was just able to figure out that it would be very, very bad if it goes wrong.
And as you're standing about, Ali seems to be making away. Good chunks of the bottom have been evicted from their premises, so to say, as she's ripping it apart. The tower seems to be collecting all the Icar in the area as it begins to form another beam, like Isaac has seen before, through his scrying powers. As it seems to shoot out a beam to the west, as Ellie is not yet destroyed it, but you would say she's about 50% done.
Well, Ellie ain't no quitter, so she's going for that 100%. I will, however, ask someone perhaps better with mapping to immediately. I guess who was doing this, or was it Naru? Or sorry, about Naru, Jesus, Haru. To immediately mark west, and I will sweep my spyglass as this beam shoots out, seeing if I can perhaps see anything in the distance.
You see the beam shoot beyond the horizon, just below the skyline, towards the west. And Haru seems a bit unresponsive, seems to be drooling a bit, and his mind definitely focused on other things.
I compliment Squeak, as we know that Squeak is the trooper.
Sticks notes west on his crayon-drawn map.
Yes, we have a cartographer. Thank you,
For
Stick.
fucking save.
If it looks at all possible, I will call out to Ellie to see if she can. I'm not 100% sure what this building is made out of, but I recall it being described as wood and stone. And see if she could perhaps just go through the stone up to the top and take out Woodcore's remaining body.
Well, I can send Raul over if you want to fly over and just push it off and drag it off.
Oh, that'd be great. If you could at least get the head, that would be just super.
Yeah, I'll send Raul over with his dagger to take off the head for Isaac.
Jesus, dark. You're sending an invisible imp with a dagger to cut off a rotten head of a humanoid's torso and bring it back to Isaac. Wow, we're really getting in dark evil territory here. Even Isaac's trying to start some necromancy. Mm-hmm.
It's totally not a cult.
Come on, join my cult.
I was about to say that Uza does have a cult.
Totally not a cold guy.
All right. Ellie is definitely making progress. You see that the structure is beginning to buckle a bit. It seems that the structure is made out of parts of Budakor's tower, parts in the area dirt, compacted granite, stone, and all kinds of materials that can be found here. And as she's making way, you think within a couple minutes the tower is going to fall and break apart. As an invisible thing that you all can see except Isaac and Uza goes up, and you see the humanoid corpse torso slowly gets its head cut off and severed from its torso. The little imp seems to have some issue breaking apart the neck bones, but eventually it rips it apart in quite a gruesome, invisible display as it comes flying back to its master.
Well, there you go, Isaac. I don't know. I'm for a collection or something, but
Well, I'm hoping someone here has the capacity to speak to those that have died in the not too distant past.
oh, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Before we get to that, we're gonna go back to the marker. A beam of Icar seems to shoot from the west towards this tower, as the Icar seems to be sent and collected to this marker, as it seems to make a bit of a ball out of it, and it just falls to the ground, and the droning sound in the background, it almost sounds more and more out of sync with every time this happens. And as Ali begins smashing away the final pieces, you see the tower begins to lose consistency, as the droning sound quickly picks up, and the Icar, almost as a emergency protocol, gets collected and sent to the west again as the tower is destroyed.
I mentally high-five Ellie. And then ask her to sift, after like a minute or so has passed, to make sure someone doesn't just like materialize out of the ether. Isaac will ask if anyone wants to join him as he strides forward to see if there's anything worthwhile in the remains of the tower that might perhaps help us discover the purposes of these things.
Yeah,
I'll come with you and help you out.
Same here.
Sitting astride his steed, he goes forward alongside Artix. And then having Ellie help sort of sift through any rubble, sense through the ground if anything might still be present. We'll sort of examine the remains.
Now, are there like pools of the black Icar all over there?
And there are bits and pieces. The entire area that was in the bubble, the grass seems to be dead, and the earth soaked with Icar. Most of the Icar seems to be sent away, but it's still present.
Yeah.
I will be especially alert for any particular books. I know the last that was described, there were several here. Perhaps Budakor might have left a journal, a diary. This was the remains of his tower, so there might be something extra special here compared to the other ones. As far as I know, they were not made from previous wizard towers.
Do you want me to help you investigate, Isaac?
If we're allowed to.
You want to spend time here?
Yeah, I got Ellie for 2 hours. I'm more than happy. I mean, the potential to learn something here is pretty valuable, I think. So, a couple minutes to sift through the remains of the tower. Yeah, I'm okay with that. All of Ellie kind of helping us move stuff, sensing if anything is moving through the earth near us. I'll be also be on the lookout, particularly to the west, in case someone decides to.
Ellie does sound or sense creatures shifting through the earth.
I immediately ask her how large, how many, what direction. And I ask, yeah.
She puts 2 of her clumpy fingers together.
How big, Ellie? Oh. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Any creatures bigger than a bread box. How about that?
All right. You spend some time shifting through the tower. I presume you're not actually digging in and excavating the basement or something along those lines. You're spending a couple minutes here on the surface.
Presume mostly correctly, as I instruct Ellie to glide through the earth and see if she can find anything valuable.
The basement is not loose dirt.
That's fine. If it's not, it's not.
And if you wanna spend session time digging it out, we can do that. She spends some time. She mostly finds, along with you and presumably Nim helping out, or whoever's with you, that the tower has been made out of. That the marker has been made out of the tower, but there's not enough parts of the original tower here to explain missing pieces. What do I mean by that? Is that there is a lot of material that is not here. You would expect the marker to be larger, or there to be more rubble here. Presumably, parts of the marker or parts of the tower have been moved away.
Curious.
Curious indeed. It's almost like they needed Budakor's tower to build a bigger marker somewhere else.
Striding back. You can call favoritism if you want, but I will give player inspiration to Bevington. Coming back, Isaac will, still astride his steed, kind of let everyone know that it appears the immediate threat is past. We're going to continue west until, honestly, probably just about another trip, and then we might settle in for a rest. That took quite a bit out of Isaac to push all that down.
Are we going to be heading west via portal?
Nope, because I have no idea where we're going.
I took out a tower yesterday, and I thought the beam was heading towards the Silver Grove. Because our building, our tower was at least full of silvers.
Silver Grove?
Sliver. The strange alien creatures that I fought with Gronk in the giant meteor pit.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
isn't that way out to the northwest?
It's by Ruined Oak, yes. That's why whenever someone's in Ruined Oak.
Like I said, our tower was full of them.
I get that, but what I'm wondering is, I mean, using a pretty general sense of direction, did the Ichor go directly west, or did it go kind of northwest?
It seems to go directly west.
Yeah, so unless it's like reflecting off of something else, it wouldn't have gone to the Sliver Forest. That's far too far to the north.
So here's something you haven't been paying attention to with the others. They've mentioned stuff going to the Sliver Grove and something west/southwest of Ruined Oak. That means it could have been shooting into the sky and then split off and shifted to either of those places.
2 different locations then.
I mean, it could have. I don't deny that.
But you're right. There could be something directly west of here, and we can push on that way if you want. It'll take longer to get to the ones on the other side of the Rotmore River, but it's better to not miss something. You're right.
Man, we can just go tower destroying. Are there any red towers left that we know of?
One
Which one?
near Ruined Oak. There's at least one on the
one to
map. I remember.
the one to the west of the Lake of Songs, or the one in the Briarwall Forest?
Nim kind of shakes his head. I don't know. There was one somewhere.
The one by the Briarwall was taken down yesterday.
Yes.
Does anyone know if the one west of the Lake of Songs has been taken down?
I don't see a mark on the map.
I
Look
do.
for the tower.
It's at the spire is right on the O for Lake of Songs. In the O.
Oh, it's destroyed.
Markers that have been marked on the real-time board are also on the world map in Fancy Grounds.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's Oh
Yes.
wow! There's two south of the Rotmore River, actually.
Do we know if... Oh, God damn it. I don't want to waste time in the session, but do we happen to know if those towers have been destroyed, DJM? Do we have, like, Venture logs or Venture parties that we could ask?
If you look,
If you look at the real-time board, there are black markers and black comments with a check mark.
That means
Well-
yes.
They seem destroyed.
to be what you call it.
Wait, no, I don't see any black comment. I'm looking at the real-time board, right? Oh, wait, I'm not logged in.
Yeah, kick this out because of the password, and it's the same for me.
Password? There's no password on Fancy Grounds.
No. The real-time board. The real-time board has the comment.
Oh, okay.
Comments
Yep,
with a
I see
marker.
All
You
the-
can't see them.
yep.
All
I see
the
it, I see it.
markers that are currently listed on Fancy Grounds as well, they have been destroyed by party members of Ruined
Yeah.
Oak.
Oh, so it's... Okay, so wow, we've got a lot of them destroyed. Perfect.
Do you guys want to try talking to his head? We might be able to figure out a location from this.
Oh, absolutely. Can someone do that?
I was about to say, like look in the map. The markers are all surrounding the Silent Forest, if that's anything.
No,
like-
no. Does anyone here have the capacity to speak to those that are already dead? As Isaac looks around the assembled.
Wow.
Turns out we
hold
don't
on,
have a
one
cleric in
second.
this party.
You've got a point. Hold on. So we're at one right now, and it's shut off west, and all the towers surround the Silent Forest. Maybe there's a big tower in the middle of these towers.
Yes, I suspect we are going to simply traverse west from here.
Yeah.
Wait, Styx agrees with me? I feel ashamed.
Does
If you
anyone
wanna,
here...
You.
This...
if you want to move on, I need a perception and survival. You still have 2 give or take access. 2 time slots to move.
Does whoever was doing perception, does he want Nim to take over? Can do it very reliably.
Cheater.
So, Isaac happens to know that our healer back in White Moon Cove can cast Speak with Dead.
That's backtracking.
If you think it's important enough, we can.
I mean, this
There's
is...
no service for Speak with Dead, I believe.
Yeah, there is. It's 125 base cost, and there's 8 currently available.
Oh,
Says the
interesting.
voice. But you are correct. Time is of the essence. I will look to Budakor's head and say, later, my friend.
Gonna wrap that in something before putting it in your magic bag?
I figured someone else was going to put it in their magic bag, but...
As you shake it, a bit of ichor drips from.
Lovely. To the west we go.
Nim's gonna roll perception reliably.
And actually, if you don't mind, thank you all for your efforts so far. It has gone well. Please let me take a moment and regain some of my energies as we do the rarest thing in this entire island. As I try to take a 30-minute short rest.
Gas.
When did from standing around?
So you're all gonna spend 30 minutes at the Mark construction place?
Isaac, I
We're
don't
gonna
think
do
it's
it in the
necessary.
rope trick, though.
Yeah, we can do it in the rope trick.
I doubt we're going to be fighting anything that serious today. There's no towers inside.
I agree, but I would rather have more of my magical capacity back if we do run into something today.
I kind of agree with Isaac on this one. Being full strength is always a good. Having more strength is always good.
That's just because you all cast magics, and it's not fair. Okay.
Yeah, we got to take a break for lunch anyway. So let's take our 15 minutes in a Sammy. I got
inside the bubble. I mean, inside the rope trick.
All right, you all spend 30 minutes goofing off and taking your short rest inside of a bubble that holds X amount of people. The rest of you are stuck outside. Primarily, Isaac takes it upon himself to wait outside as he gets shanked by some people in their dreams. But everything seems to go perfectly fine, and you guys finish your short rest.
All right, we take our lunch break. Union mandated lunch break, and then continue west. I will maintain Ellie with us as long as possible, though after our first hex, she will be gone.
Oh, Isaac, I didn't. Are you a Kinskin Union member?
No, but I've had recent discussions with some of my voluntarian servitudes, so I've had to learn various things.
Oh well, jib and jab. We're trying to start a union. A union because all kinskins and all skins deserve to be treated well.
Blah,
like I told
blah,
Styx.
But
you know what? You need to stop it.
Hey, Isaac, ever heard of the Adventure Family?
Yes, I've known you all. You lot have done wondrous things so far.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
Nim looks at the Black Acre, kind of whistles.
Nim, are you sure you don't want to eat the orb?
Okay, Isaac, move us. Please no. Start rolling.
I'm going to take a hazardous guess that we don't benefit from speedy movement through moving west on a road that leads north to south.
No, it's you're walking over the plains as you get 100 feet of speedy movement maximum, as that's the width of the road. As you come to the other side, and you go back to your normal.
All right, cool.
You can move another hex. You spend some time after destroying in your little short rest. Some time moving over the road as you get your little speed boost. You almost feel like you're going very fast, and you're back to normal speed again.
Aww.
As you push on, the sun begins to grow a bit dimmer as it's close to becoming night.
I will, as we're getting on towards the nighting hour, I will ask if anyone here has the capacity to remove dirt quickly from the earth.
I can do hallucinatory terrain, but not actually move the
Well, that is okay. Isaac will find, he'll ask his, host connection lost.
My FG crashed for some reason.
No.
As Isaac feels his connection to the material plane fading, he actually can't do the trick he wanted to do, which sucks because there's too many people. But nonetheless, once he feels his connection to the material plane reestablish, I guess we all have to restart now.
It's loading.
Wait it out. Just
But
continue.
just
with
say,
that.
So
say
he
what you're gonna-
he will form another little dirt person as he resummons Ellie and instructs Ellie with her great, awesome earthy abilities to simply dig a about a 15-foot deep hole. Oh, no, there we go.
What happened?
Fantasy Grounds crashed.
We're
Well, I'm
digging
saying
holes.
has everyone
So
crashed?
you, mine crashed. So Isaac spent some time summoning Ellie, which begins to straight down 15 feet, or 15 feet by 15 feet.
No, just straight down. I just need a vaguely column 15-foot deep hole.
All right, Minecraft, like you begin extracting 15 foot down, as Ellie digs your little cheesy hut for the man.
And then asking my good compatriots if someone wouldn't mind lowering a rope down there for a moment, as we will, as Isaac will go down to the base of the hole, and a shimmering portal will appear at the base of the hole. As Isaac gives an instruction to Ellie that after everyone is through, to rebury us.
Ellie does a little bit extra because you can't all be in the 5 foot square, and the portal takes up a little bit of space. But if you make like a little extra 5 feet to the west, north, south, east, or something like that, you make your tiny little cheese escape and bury yourself as the.
Because some fucking bug one time decided, ooh, we can see invisible shit. We're gonna dispel it.
As you almost hear what are zombie or spider-like sounds above the earth that has been covered, is covering your little hidey hole as you hide in the ground as the coward you are, and you're all safely in the mansion.
Yep, I'm perfectly okay because the mansion will expel us to the top of the dirt, the nearest unoccupied space when we exit. So, nah.
Cheers!
I have in-character reasons for this, damn it.
Agreed.
Let us know when we can rejoin.
No.
You can rejoin.
Don't worry, Isaac.
Oh.
We're having fun.
I'm back now. Sorry, DGM. I had to
Welcome back.
feed my family.
Did you get me food?
You don't get anything.
This is despicable. Also, did you bring enough pizza for the rest of us?
I was about to say, where's our food? God damn it.
Share with the class.
Are we not your family? Is your guild not called Adventure Family?
Excuse me.
Is this just a lie?
Adventure Family has all the pizza in roleplay.
Wait, you guys have pizza?
Yeah, that's right.
Can I join?
Yes.
See, this is why Adventure Family is the least cool.
Can I join?
Yes, you know, Knight of Dread's great. He's a great player. We'd love to have him on board. Who would you
Well,
join as?
Admittedly, with Knight, you'll never be able to run out of cheese for the pizza.
All right, so you're all hiding in the mansion as Rams and Gordon comes up and asks Isaac what it will be.
Wait, ask what?
Gordon Gamzee.
Yeah. He asked what now?
What will it be for tonight?
I believe for the menu, nothing too heavy. We need to maintain our composure, our ability to move rapidly.
Name chance of the bracket. No, heavy.
Do you,
All right.
by chance, have any avocado toast?
Jesus Christ.
Avocado toast?
Yes, Jab really likes toasted bread, and Jab really likes avocados because they're green, and Kinskins are green sometimes. And I'm a green Kinskin, so therefore green things are good.
Jab, with your avocado, now I'm quite a connoisseur of avocado toast. Do you cut the hole in the middle for the avocado to go in, or do you like make a spread, or do you just place...
I usually like to spread it. To be perfectly honest with you, get the nice spread, get it like just to where it's like chunky enough, but not
Simple
super chunky.
Goblin. Yeah, Goblin
It's
is
simple, you know?
taste. Simple, yeah.
Rams and Gordon. Geez, that's gonna. That's
Rorden.
Rorden Gamzee nods as he heads into the kitchen, and as he says, "We've got quite a treat for you today. You've come with a large group. We'll make something suitable. Give us a moment."
You know what? I bet he doesn't even get us avocado toast.
He looked at me like he's never heard of avocados before, and frankly, I feel a little attacked.
What kind of shit show are they running?
I don't know. But I want my avocados.
Fucking terrible.
So you're demanding specific free food from generated by a magical spell and made by unionized magical beings.
Okay,
You're not gonna get everywhere.
I
What's your
yeah.
point?
Will they get their mandated breaks? That's enough, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's very
it's
simple.
magic. Magic's free. You can magic up anything. I saw a man turn a rock into a big golem. Where's my avocado toast?
I'm going to say back in White Moon Cove or in Ruined Oak where they have the farms and the avocados.
I must humbly apologize, guys. I left my Kinskin leash at home.
You know,
Yeah.
I think I got too used to Roz. I miss him so much.
I miss Big Boss too. Did you know Big Boss?
Jab, we said goodbye to him together.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
I die for 2 months and everyone forgets I existed. Oh well, it happens.
Well, I wasn't actually there unless Justin said I was.
You did outside RP before that session, and I was.
Oh
there
yeah. I
in
thought you were talking
outside
about the
RP.
session in particular.
See.
All right. It's Isaac. You need to write it down because I'm gonna mispronounce it all the time. Rorden.
Rorden Gamzee. Yes.
Rorden again. Yeah. It's just the first two letter swap. Yeah, it's just the first. It's just the first two letter switch. All right.
Remind me,
Rorden
was it Core
Gamzee.
or Drogo? That
Yeah, it's
came up?
Core. Yeah. That's why Isaac has the whip of ownership.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Alright.
not playing with a voice modulator. He is just that good. It is insane.
Yeah. So Rorden Gamzee comes back out with a bunch of Isaac's servants, which may or may not have whip marks across their backs, but they're all slightly invisible and incorporeal. So we're not gonna go into that. As they come out, they all place plates and wine glasses before everyone, as they begin pouring some wine for everybody here. And Rorden Gamzee says, "The best entourage for you, sir," as they begin placing wooden planks with a various assortment of fine cheeses. And says, the starter dish will come after this. Please enjoy this fine cheese plank first.
Am I getting toast? Is Jab getting toast?
We start with the cheese plank first, and I'm sure you will all enjoy the following dishes that will come. Fine guess.
Jab is going to grab one of Styx's hands and go,
Oh yeah, they got avocado toast. Styx, see, I told you they're not completely. They know.
Styx clenches his teeth.
They fucking have.
But I swear, if they burn the toast, It's gonna. That's a no from this Kinskin. They're going straight to Hell's Kitchen.
Sticks, death stares, Rawdon Gamzee.
Isaac, if you just want to kick him out into the dirt, I completely understand.
After you all finish your cheese planks, the next dish is served. So they come with a very big plate of. First to Isaac, a very big plate of toasted bread with cheese, molten cheese, and more toasted bread on top. It almost seems like it's seared together, and it's just a platter full of it for Isaac. It's enough to feed 3 people. The rest, they get one of these double toasted with molten bread, with molten cheese breads. They get one toasted bread with avocado and one toasted bread with just old cheese on top.
Mr. Gamzee, do you have like a little stirring spoon? I don't see any on the.
Yes, for the soup and the fine sauces we provide, we have a stirring spoon for you. If you so wish, we can provide one.
Jab is going to take the small spoon, if he has one on hand, and then begin to gunk out his toe cheese.
This is the finest Kinskin cheese right here. You never had anything like it.
Oh my god, no thanks. He says, no, I'll be fine. We actually don't, we're not allowed by the master to eat any of your food you offer. We will continue with the next dish. We'll be back. We'll be right back.
Hold on. There were specific agreements that any leftover food, since it's enough to feed 100 each time, that they're more than welcome to partake in.
I think
we are allowed to eat leftover food that we've created, and we will.
Yes, the wonderful ways to politely avoid certain situations. Thank you very much, Rawdon Gamzee. You've done an excellent work with this fine.
After a while, he comes in with a normal-looking dish. As everybody gets served a piece of meat that is seems to have a little bit of a bread crust that's a little bit fried or seared on the outside, and it seems to be a piece of chicken. He says, "Please enjoy."
Oh, so good.
I'm
And as you're, yeah.
I'm gonna look at Isaac and say, "Do you keep a cow down here? There's so much cheese."
And as you begin cutting into the chicken meat, it seems it's hollow inside, and there's molten cheese.
Do you have anything for lactose intolerant people?
I swear to God, half the session is just going to be us like doing the fucking food description.
Excuse me,
How
Rawdon.
many?
Could I see your wine list?
Oh, Jab would like that too.
Yes, please. 2 wine lists, sir.
2?
2 wine
Make
lists?
it 3.
Preferably one in crayon. It's all I can read in.
All right, well, as he hands over a piece of paper, so we have a Chiet Sauce Sauvignon Blanc, Twin Rivers Chardonnay, a Vendemmia Pinot Grigio, and a Monte Tondo Savomito. What would you?
Oh, Jab would like the Pinot. That sounds very, very nice.
Could I get a small blood, please?
Most certainly.
Oh,
These are all of Isaac's personal collection, and as he said, we will provide anything and everything for your culinary desires.
right. Do you have any colouring books or colouring pages for me? Some crayons?
No, sadly, we don't have any books or coloring books. They are only stored within the.
Restaurant.
They're only stored within the city, and every time we are resummoned, any belongings that are placed in the mansion need to be replaced in it, sadly. As
Well,
the dishes seem to continue on, the last dish seems to be molten cheese that is frozen and covered in sugar coating as a dessert. Yeah. And with that, you're allowed to get your long rest.
That was our night encounter.
Yeah. No. That is not. You're not trying my spellbook.
Isaac, do you have any paper?
I'm sure we can find some.
Do you have any crayons?
What's a crayon?
It's basically.
I got it. So once a month, goblins we can...
Isaac closes his door and goes to sleep.
Sticks knocks on the door.
It seems to be soundproof.
Hyrule comes up behind them and attempts to pick them both up and drag them back off to their rooms. Because Jesus, leave Isaac alone. He's under a lot of stress. Come on.
I can tell.
All right, you all finish your long rest as you're expelled above ground, while the world seems to still be loading and calculating and readjusting to this cheese. As you're all finished your long rest and are standing in the sunny plain.
Only have yourself to blame, GGM. You were there. Gather around, kumbaya, telepathic bond, water breathing, mount on a horse with no name, and if everyone's ready, we continue in the direction we saw the Ichor blast.
All right, wiggle yourself along. Give me perception and survival.
Righty-dight. Plop.
You venture along for about 3 hours on the plains. Today, it's a bit colder. It's about 13 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 11 degrees Celsius, and there's a gentle breeze. Does anybody not have cold weather gear? Going once?
I
Twice?
don't have a blanket.
Alright. You can venture further west if you so desire. There doesn't seem to be anything in this hex. Isaac. Noon comes around as you're all still stuffed from all the cheese and you feel a bit bloated. You can stop and hang around and have a bit of lunch, but you're also allowed to proceed on.
Are we seeing any lines of like dripping ichor, maybe?
As you venture the third time slot of your day, you see in the distance a large black bubble, quite familiar with what you've seen before. As you see a large ichor bubble peeking above the horizon a bit.
To the west.
Yeah, in this hex.
Oh.
Hey, look! Styx and I might have been right, huh, Styx?
A goblin is always right. Morally, spiritually, and intellectually. Thank you.
Wait, the hex we are currently in, or the hex you were pointing? Because you were pointing, there were two arrows, one of the southwest, one of the south. It's the hex
The
we're
hex?
in, yeah?
The hex you're in, yes.
Okay. Can we get from a distance? Is it a red tower, a black tower, a different color tower?
How close are you gonna get?
With my super awesome spyglass as bare minimum
1,000
needed?
feet. Alright, about 1,000 feet. It's a red marker.
Son of a bitch!
Oh,
It's okay.
Okay.
I'll cast Pass Without a Trace so we can walk up close.
Hey, Haru, any dragon?
Give me 1 minute. Before I cast Pass Without a Trace, I will use my concentration to search. God damn it, Nim. And Undead.
Alright. You're casting your awareness?
Yeah, I want to see if those dragons are undead within.
There
6
are
miles?
undead within about 100 feet of you, Haru.
What? Are we within 100 feet of the bubble? Or...
No, within 100 feet of you.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so which direction?
Seems that all your party members are being detected as undead. And they're
yeah,
also
right.
undead in the direction of the bubble.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm shocked.
Hey, guys.
Shocked, I say. Maybe not.
Apparently, we are all dead. And then, yeah, I'll cast Pass Without a Trace. Yes, this is going to be.
Oh,
God, we're actually gonna
Is
solve one
that
of
your
these.
morning exercises for your throat, Isaac, or what are you doing?
Trying to think of the best way to approach one of these bastards.
You just run
I've
up
seen-
and touch the bubble with your hands. That's the best.
Sure. Okay. Is anyone else here capable of dispelling such magics? I will keep that in mind, my good friend.
I apologize. I really do wish Phil and Velikos were also with us. They'd be able to assist you
Am I
much better
seriously
than,
the only person here with dispel magic?
I can't cast third level spells yet.
Yeah, I haven't learned that one.
Are you fucking serious?
It'll be
12 people in a party.
Yep,
and
you're
oh my
doomed, Isaac. You're all
Why don't
doomed.
you cry about it, Isaac? What you do, big quiet?
Do you all that have interacted with these things, are you able to physically pass through the barrier?
Yep. Yeah, you
Yes,
can.
in my experience.
It only stops magic being cast through it and some magics being cast inside.
Like
Wait,
what
you-
magic inside?
What sort of magics does it prevent being cast inside?
From my experience, generally projectile magic. But I'm not 100% on other times.
Like fireballs?
You do. I assume you mean it prevents it from passing through the barrier and not being cast
No,
inside.
even cast inside, sometimes they ichor bubbles grab the projectile and make them disappear. So, I mean, it's not an exact science yet, so you'll have to kind of experiment.
so you want to go ahead and do something about?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna lie in the grass here.
Nim's gonna boop himself invisible.
Isaac's trying to weigh his because what I'm wondering is if it might be better for us to sneak in as close as possible. Because it was going to take me 3 spells to try and dispel this stupid thing, possibly 2. Whereas if we can try to get close, it's essentially if we get close, it might go well for us, or it could end terribly. If we hit it from a distance, it's probably a bit safer, but still kind of dangerous.
Let us just get up close and see what we're up against first. You don't need to dispel the bubble.
I suppose you speak true. All right. With the understanding that you do not have to follow if you do not wish to. But I believe our best bet is to try and get as close as possible within the bubble before the enemy knows we're there.
You hear a whisper inside the bubble.
Yes. As I speak through my head into yours.
Oh yeah, we heard that.
Does it look like there, I mean, how, is there any possible path that might provide some sort of physical cover for us?
A bit. It seems like it's well, you're a bit far away, but it looks like there are it's placed on a hill, and the area around it is a bit lower. There are trees around it, but everything in the bubble is dead, and there are a lot of ichor particles and possible parasites floating around in the air inside. It seems to be standing. Yoink. Let me throw the thingy around. It seems that there are some trees and some parts of a cliff here and there that can provide you some cover, but it doesn't look like there is a perfect method of approach.
That does not seem like a place we want to go inside.
It seems familiar to something one of the rangers has went before, or whatever his class is. A rogue ranger. Similar terrain.
Do you think you could at least get some of us up closely? The irony is, I might be able to keep us safer if I'm closer. Before whatever is defending in there decides to defend.
With the spell I cast, we should be able to walk up relatively quietly, but cannot guarantee that they will not notice.
So, question: why is there a reason you're not dispelling it, saving your mana?
Because
noticeable.
it will alert them we are there. If we can catch them by surprise, it may be to our advantage.
Apparently, a lot of the red markers have had someone defending it that can launch meteors from the sky.
Yes, at quite a
Oh,
rate.
yes.
And covers quite an area. I'm hoping to, as I look around at the party and notice a few of them not sure how well they could take a meteor to the face, I suggest we do as we did before. Those of you that may not wish to take a giant hurtling ball from the sky upon your head, I recommend you stay back in some sort of safety if good Sir Lord Peppington could provide it, or if someone else could as well. The rest of us will go forth. If combat does ensue, please come help us. But I think that is our best option, is those of us that think we can try to withstand the initial assault, try to trigger it, and then those in reserve can surprise them. Perhaps they will be unexpected and will turn to the fight to our advantage.
Sounds good. Alright. Should we split up into 2 or more teams?
I suggest we keep it relatively simple. Those that wish to stay behind as the reserve force, stay here. And at least myself and whoever is foolish enough to join me will go forth and try to get as close as we can within the bubble.
The reserve should still be like 150 feet away, so we can still get there in time. We do actually do something.
Fair. Yes, I suppose it will be. I guess we'll try to find what is the most assured approach, and then about 150, 200 feet away, we'll sort of do the infamous D&D mistake of splitting the party.
This is more of a war band, and we are splitting into two.
Yeah.
I don't think we split the party.
I don't think some of us here could withstand the assault that might be
But
coming
like
to
I
us.
it's not really splitting the party.
I'd rather they be a few seconds away and relatively safer, as opposed to dead.
They we could tough.
Okay.
So group hiding is how many feet away from the bubble?
We will
30.
stop. Wait, what? No, you're gonna be away from the 30 feet
No,
away
no.
from the bubble.
You have to be 30 feet away from me to hide.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So the two groups,
from the
one's
actual bubble.
sneaking up to and including within the bubble if possible. The other group is going to be at bare minimum 150 feet away.
Okay, we will all sneak with the ranger until we got to 150 feet away, and then Pepperton will cast the bubble, and the rest of you can keep sneaking.
Oh, Peppington, take this.
So 150 feet, that is where you're casting your rope trick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 150 feet is your hiding spot.
You know, I just noticed that the character sheet is semi-transparent.
Yeah, it's because of the mood lighting.
Oh shit!
Must be on your big ass maps, huh? Ooh, it's a new one.
I've bought about 800 maps.
Thank you, teacher.
How many of us are moving up?
So, Pepperton, you are doing the rope trip, so you decide where it is. Currently, I have you guys in this area here, but you can also select somewhere else. I've got a token for a rope trick, so I'll place it where you want to put it. Wiggle your token to where you want.
How big's your aura there, Art?
My aura is 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. 10 feet. Like 10 feet away from you.
Yes.
Okay. Then everyone should.
I wanna first hear what Pepperton has to say, because that comes first.
Sorry, I don't see the box. Should I just draw a box?
No, you just put your token where you want it to be. This is about
Okay.
150 feet.
It's not the map. I can.
Because your character token.
Oh,
Where do you want it to be? On the east side you're currently, but you can approach from the southeast.
But let me grab it as soon as it stops moving.
Try again.
Sorry. Okay.
All right. I'll put the rope trick there, right? At your consent, you okay with the rope trick being in that?
Yeah. Would I know how tall that cliff is?
About 20-ish feet.
Okay. So it's a 10 feet
So
rope.
it gives you a bit of cover.
Okay. That's good. Thanks.
All right, move your all towards Pepperton, because that's where the group is deciding to split or not, and then decide how you're gonna progress from there.
Everyone might want to double check. I think the temp HP dropped off when we did the reload.
Oh yeah, that's a daily thing. One second.
My token's see-through, and I can't move it. What did I do to deserve this?
It's still see-through?
Yeah, still see-through.
Other people can move it. Someone's moving it.
Yeah, doesn't look see-through to me.
Sounds like a you issue, Revi. All right. What is everybody?
Just to be safe. So Isaac's gonna look around and sort of, well, who's going to go with us through the telepathic link? So in case anybody's listening in, and he has cast the invisibility. In case anybody's invisibly watching us like a bunch of douchebags.
Well, Artix is coming with you. You'll need that aura.
Nim is going to walk to the edge of the bubble, but will not go inside.
Isaac will look at Artix, nod his head, know that Nim is pretty stealthy in his own right, as Artix and Isaac will subsequently disappear from view as I cast invisibility on both of us.
Artix, give me your hand so I can give you some death ward.
What?
Death ward.
Sure. I'll hold my hand out and reach for Elro.
Yep.
If you have any magical protections, I recommend you put them up now.
That's a fair point. The best that I can do is, and I will twin cast good old protection from evil and
Ooh, nice.
I love sorcery points.
DGM, could you delete me from the map and re-add me? I know it's a pain in the...
You want me to delete you? I can
delete me? Delete my character somehow?
How about now?
Yeah, we good now. Thank you, I love you.
Oh, potions.
So, what are we doing, people? We're doing markers instead of final assault. So
We don't know where to do a final assault.
Yeah, and whose fault is that?
I tried. There's not much else, monsieur. Yell at your other DMs for not running enough sessions to figure shit out.
Can we get a reconnaissance pet, please? Maybe Squeak or...
I'd rather
You've
not.
literally got a tiny slime right there.
Yeah, but he is.
His name is Solid Scout, and you're asking for a scout.
Alright, the sneaky party is going to try and sneak forward. Isaac will enter the bubble if possible.
Wiggle your way to where you want to go. And
I will be
I need
within
stealth and
within
perceptions.
within 10 feet of Artix at all times.
Jab will come with.
And 30 feet of... Whoop.
Sure.
Is this
hunting
white?
Arctic.
Are these white circles like trees or something?
They're a bit, yeah, they're trees, but they're not all the way to the ground. But it gives you a bit of cover, yeah.
As my
All the dice, holy shit.
Remember, Artix,
Yeah.
you have advantage from invisibility.
Okay.
Alright.
Jab.
Um,
Jab's so good. As his cloak turns to white to reflect snow, by the way.
As you're all walking up
assuming the
and
plus 10 is
spamming, as you're all walking up and spamming me with dice, you notice that there are a couple of skeletal creatures standing over there.
Okay, we found her.
Baxter will cock his crossbow.
Cock away.
I give everyone through the mental link the sort of note that I'm going to try to pass the barrier now. If you're dumb enough to come with me. And my goal is to keep the tower in view at all times.
Or just what you call it? Jab, get close to me.
Through the mental link, I'm going to ask Isaac. This is normal invisibility, correct?
Yes, just normal.
Okay.
Right. Harrow and Squeak are not invisible, right?
Nope.
They're just super stealthy boys. Do we see anyone else? Hey!
The skeletal guards don't seem to have noticed you as you walk up. They seem to be blankly just staring and holding on to their little shaky, shitty short sword. And they seem to have a bit of a short bow on their. You are standing there. You notice that there are more skeletals about. Let me see where you are.
With seeing invisibility up, do I see anything special about them? Ethereal Realm. I'm gonna make sure they're not just like illusions. They're not illusions covering themselves up as other monsters.
They seem to be skeletons. If there are more, they are out of sight or behind the remains of a tree or some.
I'll motion, or I'll tell, Artix, who will probably be moving hand in hand at this point, to keep moving forward. Because we won't be able to see each. Well, I can see him, but he can't see me. So keep marching towards the tower.
I'll wait here, just keeping an eye out.
And am I seeing any more defenders here? Particularly, nasty looking ones? Dragons?
I'll tell you in a moment. Alright, wait a moment. Yoink. You see more skeletons on guard that don't seem to be doing much. You notice a creature that is walking around the marker as it comes within reach. Well, not reach. Comes within vision of you. Best way to describe this creature is just to show a picture. It seems to be a large tentacled humanoid holding a pretty large dagger. And it seems to be walking around.
I can't zoom out on that one.
Resize.
Just vertical.
Okay. That doesn't remind. Sorry, just to double check. I don't recall seeing that particular creature on any of the scrying things or anything. That looks new.
What's the range on Rory's telepathic will?
Anywhere within 5 hexes, technically.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, we get.
You're good within this confines of the space, yeah. Let me check. It seems Steve.
I immediately have Artix and I stop in case this thing has some crazy tremor sense or some shit.
This it seems to just be walking around. It doesn't seem to look at you at all. You notice something else walk up towards it, and it looks a bit like.
Oh,
that's cool.
It seems to tap this creature's shoulder. As it turns around, they seem to stare at each other a bit. And it then, still looking at it, seems to walk back. And this one seems to go this way.
Alrighty. I'm going to tell Artix that we're just going to move a bit to the north to make sure there's nothing hiding on the backside of this thing. Although how it would know to hide from us from this angle would be odd, but nonetheless.
You see the creature emerge from the other side of the marker, and it seems to lean a bit against the marker and look into this general direction.
Fuck it, Isaac has a spell. I shout out, "Let's do this!" and I cast the spell. Yeah.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll initiatives, and your spell is not being counterspelled.
Don't laugh at Guild.
I'll use a lucky die on my initiative roll.
Did you just laugh at Curl?
No, I'm laughing at all the initiative rolls. Holy-
Not that much better, but a bit. I'm going to cast a 4th level Shatter on the tower.
Alright, mark where you're casting it and cast away.
Just like centered on the tower.
Okay.
Just trying to bring this stupid thing down. Does the tower get a con save? Or
No, it doesn't get a con save, it just roll for damage.
Pretty good. I'll take that.
You shatter as you cast shatter as you become visible, and this loud ringing noise emanates through the area. Pieces of snow outside of the bubble will fall off from the sonic boom, so to say. So everybody is alerted to your presence, and as everybody in your party knows shit is about to go down. And we're gonna start with initiative.
And then
All right. Timer's on. Sticks. What do you want to do?
Okie dokie. A shit ton of crossbow bolts. At this boy over here, skeleton 16. Okay.
You gotta target it.
I
Just
targeted it
roll it on top. Yeah. It hits. It dies as your bolt penetrates it, and it shatters to pieces.
Cool.
Targeting yourself, Sticks.
Yeah, you roll damage on yourself.
Did I?
Heal yourself at 13 temp HP.
Early morning kinks.
Hey, no kink shaming.
I didn't.
All right. This. Whoa. Is this me?
Yep.
Better music.
All right. Well, it's not kind of the better music I was going for, but I'm happy it didn't play other stuff in my library.
I'll play that other stuff, man.
As suddenly he's quickly going through his entire playlist, going shit, delete.
Yeah, making sure it's not video material that's starting up. Good way to. So this one looks around, sees Isaac and Arctic. Because is concentration dropped?
No.
Or only? No. Isaac's the only thing it
only I
sees.
am visible. Arctic is not.
It raises, it grabs its short bow and tries to shoot you. Immediately. Oh, what's
What's up, bro? I have protection from good and evil on myself, so it should be a disadvantage.
Alright,
if it is undead, and if it's an actual skeleton, it is in fact undead.
It is in fact undead. It walks a bit over here and doesn't do much else. It seems to be.
I'll wait for the actual queue to go out.
All right, fine. Isaac, you become aware of another creature walking on the other side of the marker.
What does that mean? Oh, gotcha.
Oh shit.
This combat music's cracking me up right now.
It's amazing.
I'm loving it.
My turn. I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, hold on. It's
this thing's first.
Oh,
Yeah,
I only thought it was my turn because my counter is gone.
Oh, did you get a ping?
Yeah, I rolled the same initiative as Sylvan, and it's on 20 right now.
No, just because.
What's your dex mod? Because this creature's dex mod might be higher than you.
Everyone's timer. It shows the timer to everyone.
It's all shows of the creatures?
It is, no, it's because your module also puts the blue box around your character. That's why I was confused.
No. Alright. So, it's gonna move and it's gonna do stuff.
Kinky.
Let me find something.
I look him dead in the eye and say, "What's up, bro?"
No, Isaac, I should probably remember to do this now that it's about.
Yeah, I suspect something might be heading our way.
Maybe.
Alrighty. It's going to scroll through a massive fucking list of spellcasting shitties.
I don't want to
Gonna
hear
cast a spell.
As it does so, the broad script activates as Isaac reaches out and tries to counterspell whatever he's doing.
Alright, roll your thingy.
And I will try to corrupt this spell that he is casting with my Corrupted Weave Remnant. Lucky. God, I'm rolling fucking hot garbage.
17. It's hot garbage.
Well, is it 7th level or lower?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
Alright. Yep.
Time to face tank this shit. Let's do it.
You become engulfed in black flames as it moves. It doesn't move further.
Oh, that's the one I wanted.
Which one's next? The skeletal thingy. Well, it only sees one thing, so it's gonna shoot at Isaac after moving a bit, because it's the only creature it's in vision. Isaac miss for sure. Yep. Just run up.
Epic music.
Artix.
Yep.
The undead have come before you.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be so cruel because since I'm still invisible, I'm gonna just dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
They can't make opportunity attacks because they don't have.
Right. And that's where I'm moving with my only 50 movement. I wish I had haste. Sorry, Isaac.
Thanks, bro.